Hi guys, and welcome to Eating to Lose 150. Today is Sunday, April 15th, 2018. I rewatched my last video and I was kind of caught chasing squirrels, and there were things I wanted to say and then I got on a tangent and didn't say them. So today I have made a list, so let's hope that that's better. Sometimes I make a list, sometimes I don't. I was just so excited at my last video, I didn't make a list. So, my story in a nutshell. The heaviest I've ever weighed was 335 pounds. I have done every diet under the sun. I have always had marginal success with those diets, and then I gain the weight back, plus, and then lose it, and then gain plus. That's how I ballooned up to 335 pounds. So what I was doing prior to the ketogenic way of eating, I was calorie restricting between 12 and 1400 calories a day, and my carbs were generally under 100, between 80 and 100 on any given day. When I hit a 6-week plateau, I had a moment where I'm like, okay, I'm doing everything right. Like, this is what the doctor says to do. And that was by the orders and the discussion with my physician. I'm doing everything right. Like, how the hell is this possible? And I had watched a particular YouTube channel for quite a while, and I never tried ketogenic eating. And then a light went off. I have a friend who is a salesman. She's other things, but she is a salesman, and she approached me, and I politely turned down her offer. And that was really what lit the flame underneath my butt. I didn't want to spend that amount of ridiculous money on something that could be solely done with food. And I wanted to give it a try. So, April 3rd of this year, April 3rd, 2018, I started keto at 278.4 pounds. Prior to that, I was in a 6-week stall of around 276 pounds. That was a 1-day alcohol bloat for Dingus Day. And I said, okay, enough is enough. Like, I'm done. I said in my last video that it wasn't that much of a change, and it wasn't. I am still getting used to being able to eat more calories while I'm not being excessive in my calorie intake. There's a little bit of a mental shift there more than a food shift, because I make all of our food anyway. So, I mean, I'm going to make what I'm going to make. And one of the things I said that I had to get used to was not having to necessarily calorie restrict. What I do want to say is that right now I'm staying anywhere between 12 and 1500 calories a day, closer to the 1500 calorie threshold on any given day. And that's really working for me. And it's not even so much so, it's not the added calories, it's the fat. When I was on 1200 calories a day, I was on marginal carbs, like I said, between 80 and 100 grams a day. I was eating every 2.5 hours. I was having 3 meals and 2 snacks a day, so I was eating 5 times a day. And I was always watching the clock to when was my next whatever. I meal planned everything. I meal prepped everything. So I was eating out of bags and disposable containers. Excuse me. Every single day, which got kind of old. Like, I wasn't even like eating on a plate with my husband. I was eating out of bags and containers. So in a way, ketogenic, coming from where I was coming from, ketogenic eating allows you some more bumper room. But with the physiological changes that come with ketogenic eating, you don't feel as hungry and you feel more satiated because you're increasing your fats. So it's kind of a win-win situation to not overeating. So it's working for me. Today I weighed in at 262.8. That's let's say from the plateau of 276. Oh my God, I hate mental math. What is that? 14 pounds in 13 days. I wanted to talk about some things I've been doing from the very beginning. Some of this comes from me already being a nurse. Some of this comes from me doing my own research prior to starting. What I will say is do your own research. What I will say is that you don't need exogenous ketones, and you don't need all of those expensive sales pitches. Coffee. You can do this solely by food. If you'll never hear me tell you to blow $155 a month, and actually it's more than that, on something you just don't need. Personally, I don't have the budget for it, and I'm glad I didn't do it. And I'll be honest with you, I considered it. I'm like, oh, silver bullet, like magic pill. I can drink this and be good. Why? Because for me personally, that's just going to lead to excuses. I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, I can have this cake and then I'm going to pop one of these packs of exogenous ketones and be back in ketosis within an hour. And that's just simply not the way it works. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, what I will tell you is that I was taking a certain brand of ketone salts, of beta hydroxybutyrate salts, to help with keto flu. And I did that for 7 days. And I have the rest of the entire container sitting in my kitchen, and I don't have plans on touching it. I will tell you that I took that for electrolyte, for the chance of electrolyte imbalance. Now, I waited to take all of my stuff today so I could show you exactly what I take, and this is part of my do keto smart type spiel. A general multi-purpose multivitamin. Vitamin D. I am, at one point I was critically low. I'm in the Northeast. It's April 15th and I have like a half an inch of ice outside. I must take vitamin D. So, multivitamin, vitamin D. But here's the big kicker. Oh, it's backwards for you. This is off of Amazon, okay? It's called Medilyte. Medilyte. It's by Medique. Medique. This is off of Amazon. Be mindful what you're ordering. They have two sizes. They have the 100 tablet size, and then they have the 500 tablet size. I started with the little 100 tablet box. They are individually packed. Okay, there's 2 tablets in each little packet. Like I said, I started with the 100 tablet pack. I very soon went to the 500 tablet pack because I take these twice a day. I take them now, and then I take them because I work 3 to 11 and I find myself starting to yawn at about 2 o'clock. I take one of these and I'm good for the next 8 hours. I do keep these in my purse. I have a bag with tea that I keep in my lunch bag. I have some of those in here. I've been handing them out to coworkers. And actually someone that I wrote a meal plan for a 1-week keto experiment, I gave her 14 of these as well. So I went ahead and I ordered the 500 on Amazon. The 500 was right around 20 bucks, 21, $22. I can't remember if it was Prime, but even if it wasn't, if I remember correctly, I thought it wasn't, and it came super quick. Like in days, like Prime shipping would have. The 100 pack I know is Prime, and I think it's like 8 bucks, 9 bucks, something like that. So if these work for you, if you like these, then start with the 100 pack. Because if you don't like them, find another source of electrolytes. But these are good for me. And I tell you why these are good for me, because I have not experienced the keto flu. I've been fine. And these are totally worth it. I don't want to put electrolytes like in my water or that. I do have a Mio electrolyte for backup, but that's not the one, that's not my primary source of electrolyte supplementation. These are working out just fine for me. And like I said, I haven't had one iota of the keto flu. So I take those every day. Do your research, do your electrolytes. I don't know. I've been tossing around the idea of starting to meal plan again. I'm kind of liking this freedom, and I'm kind of liking not necessarily eating out of plastic containers every day. So I'm not sure, and everything's working out for me. But like I said, I work 3 to 11, so I have the morning time to figure out what I'm gonna do. What else? I'm noticing that my knees and joints and whatnot don't pop and crack as much in the morning. I might get 1 or 2 pops, but I'm definitely not a bowl of Rice Krispies anymore. My knees don't hurt as much. And when I tell you, like, I was like knee replacement type pain, and I'm not even 40. Part of that comes from me being on my feet every day. Part of that comes from me being in healthcare and lifting and whatever. Like I can tell you right now, I have some type of bulging disc in my back that I need to speak with my physician about when I go see him in the beginning of May, because I literally can't fix it myself. It's right at my bra strap. No, it doesn't have anything to do with the size of my breasts. It has everything to do with catching someone that was falling out of a wheelchair at work. What else? Cottonmouth and strong urine. Holy Christmas. Oh. That cottonmouth just caught every single one of those pills. Ugh. Ugh. Just caught every single one of those pills and it started to disintegrate on my tongue. Ugh. Past couple days, cottonmouth. Holy shit, people. Like, I'm smoking the world's finest Chiba and I'm not even smoking cotton. Like, consistent cottonmouth. Not even, oh, I have cottonmouth, let me drink some water. No, like, I need my water by me at all times. And I'm a good water drinker. It's not even a fact of dehydration. I've always been a good water drinker. Cottonmouth, people. The struggle is real. Strong urine. I definitely notice a scent difference. And I'll leave it at that. Nail biting. I have bitten my nails. I keep on looking at myself. Sorry. I have bitten my nails for years. For years. I realized I've stopped biting my nails. in 2 weeks, in less than 2 weeks. Why? Probably because my anxiety is so reduced. I feel so satiated. I've stopped biting my nails. You don't know how monumental that is. Like, I'm forever doing one of these. And I mean chewing them to hell. Not like super horrible, but like, I've stopped biting my nails. I think part of that has to do with truly being full. I think part of that has to do with, I think most of that has to do with decreased anxiety. Stopping daily weights. I have been doing daily weights for a couple of months now, solely to prove to myself that weight fluctuates on a daily basis, and I know that, and I have the spreadsheets to prove it. I almost like weighing daily now, so I can see if I ate such and such, if it really affected me that the next day. I'm chewing on stopping daily weights. I was also thinking about diet bet, and I don't know. I might do it. I'm still thinking about it. I don't know if I want to stop daily weights. It's nice to see the daily fluctuation, and it's not nice. It's interesting to see the daily fluctuation, and then I see a weekly average. It's really about it. This was kind of rambly, but there were things I wanted to at least touch on. So my tips for starting keto: do your own research. Don't belittle someone who has a different opinion than you. If someone asks you for proof or for proof of why you do what you do, I should hope you should have thought about it enough and on your own accord, because there are researches out, studies out there that you could cite something. While going by a book and whatnot is cool to begin with, mind you that I'm science-minded, and sometimes you have to think for yourself. This way of eating has a learning curve, and I would hope that you are invested in yourself enough to do some research. Electrolytes, yes, those I take twice a day. You can take, I think you can take 10 doses in 24 hours. I do put sea salt in my everything. I put a little grind in my coffee. I put sea salt on my eggs. I put it on everything. So electrolytes, water, sleep is good. Get some sleep. Do some research. And don't be so harsh on yourself, but I'm not telling you to go eat a dozen donuts either. Like, that's just... And what I will say, this video is getting really long, so if you stuck with me, that's fantastic. There is a particular YouTube channel that I watch, Keto Connect, and I love them. They've grown on me. That says at some point, like, I'm paraphrasing, at some point you have to grow up and you have to make a lifelong decision, and people are like, oh, I'll start after whatever, and I've got a birthday coming up, or the holidays, or I'll start January 1st. Like, at some point you have to make certain changes, a lifestyle choice, and that makes sense with this. Like, for me, I'm going to Jamaica in August, and I'm going for like 8 days, 9 nights, 8 nights, 9 days, something like that. We're renewing our vows. We're getting a wedding cake. Does that mean it's going to be a carb fest, like, for 9 days? No, I don't have plans on it. But I will have a slice of wedding cake. I'll tell you that much. And I will enjoy some drinks, but I'll be smart about my drinks. I'm not going to sit on, on the ocean and have pina coladas. Give me a vodka and seltzer water or something similar. And to be quite frank, I don't know what my alcohol threshold is going to look like at that point, and I don't know if I even want to risk it. So there's that. All I'm saying is sometimes you got to put on your big girl panties and grow up a little bit. And if you're planning this diet around cheating, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're doing the diet a disservice. Mostly you're doing yourself a disservice. Anywho, this one's super long. We're looking at 21 minutes here. Thank you so much for sticking with me. That's about it. I think that's about it. If you stuck this long, leave a comment below. I'd like to hear from you guys. This cottonmouth is real. Like, this cottonmouth legit. That's how I know something's happening. I will talk to you later. Let me get out of here. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Stop. I'm not even going to edit that out. Bye, guys.